political arena is rife with a very interesting development. Sam Pitroda, who was in the news a couple of months back, has now been reappointed as the Indian Overseas Congress chairman, effective immediately. This has followed a major outcry over his remarks that triggered a massive political slugfest. Remember, viewers, he had resigned from his very important position back in May when the election season was well and underway. Sam Pitroda had raked up a row after his racist rant, making an analogy comparing Indians who live in the north to white people, Indians who live in the west to people who live in West Asia, those in the east to the Chinese, and those who live in South India to Africans. But this is not all. His comments with regards to the inheritance tax as well as India's response to terror attacks that plagued its soil also created a huge political storm. But his racist analogy is what was the nail in the coffin. That is what had prompted him to resign from his position after a huge outcry. Now he is back. He's but again been reappointed by the Congress party. Remember, viewers, the Congress had earlier distanced itself from his analogy, from his statements. They had, in fact, during his earlier statements with regards to the inheritance tax, still maintained that those were his personal opinions. But when it came down to his racist rant, they had distanced themselves. But now, once again, they have put him back in this very important post. And the question now arises, are they endorsing his views? Meanwhile, Congress General Secretary Jairam Ramesh has in fact backed his reappointment but assured that he will not further take part and get into any such controversies. Yes, of course. The latest that we're tracking on the broadcast for all you viewers. My colleague Brian Anthony Thomas joins us via the phone line with more details. Brian, take our viewers through this very fresh development. Are there any reactions pouring in, especially from the Bharatiya Janata Party?
Well, Pia, talking about this very reappointment, Sam Pitroda has reappointed as the chairman of the Indian Overseas Congress, which was very effectively, and even Pitroda had resigned from this very significant position in May following a major controversy. Now, yes, the Congress General Secretary Jairam Ramesh defended Pitroda's reappointment in a tweet, stating that Pitroda's comment had been misinterpreted and taken out of context. Ramesh mentioned that Pitroda assured Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge also that he would avoid further controversies, and even Jairam Ramesh wrote on X that during the recent election campaign, Sam Pitroda made statements that were unacceptable to the Indian National Congress, and by mutual consent, he stepped down as the chairman of the Indian Overseas Congress. Later also clarified the context of his statements and how they were distorted. Now, yes, it's very obvious that there will be a war of words, and yes, it has been, where the BJP has definitely criticized the Congress, claiming that Pitroda's removal was just an election gimmick.
Indeed, and speaking of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Brian, stay on with us. We also have Ms. Anila Singh joining us today morning. Ma'am, thank you for speaking to NewsX. Sam Pitroda has been reinstated as the Congress's overseas chairman. How do you react to this development? Congress had earlier, of course, distanced itself from his racist analogy in particular. And do you think, his resignation was just an election gimmick at that point?
My Ramran to all, and absolutely. This was all because of the election, and it was a well-thought strategy by the Congress party, a political party which was being handmade by the Britishers who always discriminated us on the lines of skin color, our religion, our caste. And this is what Congress party does. And we know it very well that what a humiliating statement was given by Mr. Sam Pitroda about us, about Indians, about Bharatiya, that what type of look they have. They have African look, they have Arab look, they have got white look, and they have got African look. This is what he had said. And time and again, he has insulted our culture, our dharam, our religion, everything. Controversial statement. Perhaps this is what Congress party leadership likes. That is why they keep on patronizing such people like Sam Pitroda. And I'm pretty sure that the people of this great nation are already realizing that why they have voted more for this alliance who is not with this country, not with this nation, the alliance which fails to recognize Bharat as a nation. So how they can respect anything? But this is the true color, the true face of Congress party. They love to nurture all those people who keep on insulting us.
And ma'am, do you think this is in a way the Congress backtracking on its earlier stance of distancing itself from Pitroda's remarks and now stating that, through this action, of course, highlighting that they stand behind him and have shown him grace and forgiveness even after his statements?
See, Sam Pitroda is like a political guru to Rahul Gandhi. So any moron can understand this thing, that it was an eyewash to ask him to step down from the post which he held. Now again he is reinstated. We all knew it, that this is going to happen. But the reality is I'm really scared what all they are going to do in coming future. We have seen an example, first day of Parliament. So they are not going to, they are the ones who are hailing emergency. When Honorable Speaker was saying that it was a black day, and they were, making halla hula about it. So I am really scared about the future of this great nation when we have got opposition in such a way.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.